Are you waiting until your retirement to really live your life? Well, don't. Today I'm going to share with you my top reasons why I think you should start living your life now and stop waiting for retirement. Thank you for being here, and be sure to watch until the end, where I will share my most valuable tip for why you shouldn't wait for retirement to start living your life. You may be working like a dog thinking that your employer cares about you, but they don't. In most cases, you can be very easily replaced. I'm fortunate enough that I work in a unionized environment. I've been at my job for 25 years and I have security. Many people my age are not in that position. And I think there is a big movement in getting rid of people that are at a certain age, and a movement where employers are hiring a lot of young people. They're trying to incorporate a lot of multiculturalism, which is totally fine. But the days of being at an employer and staying there until retirement, I think, are long gone, except, of course, for people that are protected by unions. And I feel for people that are in their 50s and having to restart their lives, that are, people that are getting laid off. And when you've invested so much time into a career and to be easily disposed of, that hurts. And I would not want to be experiencing that at my age. I have 5 years left of work, and the only reason I'm still working is because I want to wait to, for my kids to finish up their post-secondary education. But your employer does not care about you, and they do not care that you have bills to pay, you have a future planned, you have retirement planned. You're very easily disposed of. Hi there, I'm Lori, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, I share videos here of everything to do with midlife, whether it be parenting, meal prepping, solo travel, redefining who you are, finding confidence. If any of those things resonate with you, thank you for being here, and I hope that you'll subscribe. Now let's get to the video. My other suggestion and tip to you is don't save your money for retirement. I think the traditional way of living, where you save every penny to pay off your mortgage and then wait for retirement, I think those days are long gone. I feel like there are still many people that do live that way. But us personally, we've wanted to just live our life now and not, be putting all this money aside so that, when we're 69, 70, 75 years old, we're finally traveling. So that's my advice, is that, those old school traditions, they're a little outdated. And I don't think that, you don't want to look back and have regrets and think, I saved all this money, I paid off my mortgage, and for what? You didn't live life. And living life now and in the moment is the most important thing. Spend time with your kids, your family, go on those trips, go on those adventures, make memories, because again, nothing is guaranteed. And that's my other piece of advice, is that your health is not guaranteed, and neither is time and the future. You don't want to have regrets or missed opportunities. And I'm 53, and I do already have regrets. I wish that I had started traveling and getting out there and doing things more at a younger age. I didn't really start doing a lot of traveling until probably the last 10 or 15 years. And again, time is not guaranteed. Your future's not guaranteed. You don't want to have regrets about all the things that you wish you had done. And, I say to my kids that, use your money wisely. Do not waste your money on material things and objects. Use your money on experiences, traveling, making memories, and spending time with people. Next tip and advice for you is that if you don't have anyone to travel with, go solo. I've done many solo trips. I am married. I have teenagers. Not everyone's schedule permits for them to take trips. My husband, it's not his favorite thing to travel. He'll come when he can, but if not, I don't want to be held back. I still want to do the things I want to do. I'm going to do another video about solo travel. A lot of people are scared, maybe not quite sure how to coordinate, how to manage. It's very easy to get around. I think, there's so much fear mongering in social media and, television, social media, all of that people are afraid. And for the most part, traveling is safe. Obviously, you want to do your research. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where, there's unrest in a country, or you're, alone in an unsafe place. But solo travel is totally safe and totally something that you can do. It's fine. You'll be fine. And it's so fun. And that's a great opportunity to meet other people. Another thing that I think is really important at our age. Your health is not guaranteed. As we age, obviously, we are prone to having more health issues. And I had a bit of an eye-opener on a trip with my mother a few years ago. I think it was probably about 8 years ago, actually, or six to 8 years ago. And we were in Greece. And we did a tour up to the top of the Acropolis. And at the time, I think my mother was about 69. And she had a very hard time getting up to the top of the Acropolis. I mean, mind you, it is a very steep walk. However, her hips, her knees, her obvious mobility issues, and I had to basically go with her hand in hand to help her walk up and down. That's not the issue. It's that it really made me think, okay, at this age, people are waiting so long for retirement to enjoy their life. And then at that time in your life, that's when you start to have health issues. And I want to be able to have mobility and do things freely. But again, that's not guaranteed. So I started I made a bucket list for myself. And the last 10 years, I've been living that bucket list. I've been taking the trips of a lifetime that I have been saving for retirement because, again, your health is not guaranteed. Your mobility is not guaranteed. And if you have the financial ability to just put money aside and take those trips, I say do it now. Don't wait for retirement. My biggest suggestion and my biggest word of advice about living your life now instead of in retirement is that the future is never guaranteed. You could be saving and putting all this effort into, paying off your mortgage, paying off your bills, and just looking forward to the future in retirement. And then you don't know what your health is going to be like. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. And I'm finding that I'm hearing a lot of people who, they're counting down for retirement and then there's some health crisis. And then, or something happens where you pass away before you even had a chance to live that retirement life that you've been looking forward to for so many years. So biggest advice is just get out there and live your life. Do the things, whatever is in your, whatever you're capable of financially. It doesn't have to be something big. It's just getting out there and having fun. And if you are a traveler and you have the financial means, then take those trips now. Do not wait. I have 6 weeks vacation at my job because I've been there for 25 years. I'm very lucky and I know that. And I take whatever chance I can to take those trips. And if I can, I bring the kids. If I can't, I go solo because, again, you only get one life and you get one shot at it and you don't want to waste it. And you want to spend it with people that you love and you care about. But also, if they can't make it, just go on your own. You don't want to miss that opportunity. Thank you so much for being here and watching until the end. I do appreciate it, and I hope that you will subscribe. So for those of you that have been waiting for retirement to start living your life, my advice is don't do that. Stop now, get out there, live your life. There's no guarantee for the future. There's no guarantee for tomorrow at all, and you don't want to have any regrets. So until next time, bye for now.